Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Chrissie Mayr podcast. We are on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud. And if you're listening to us right now on iTunes, go ahead and leave a 5-star review. I appreciate all the reviews you guys have left very, very much. I have some stand-up dates coming up this Thursday. Wow, that's in 2 days. I'm going to be in Beach Haven, New Jersey, at headlining Bird and Betty's over there in Beach Haven. And then I'm heading to New Orleans, going to do 4 shows down there at the Comedy House, August 13th and 14th. And then Comedians of the Compound will be in Vegas, September 10th and 11th. I'll be back in Texas headlining Hyenas in Dallas, September 17th and 18th. And then lots more shows coming up. Go to my website, chrissiemayr.com, for details and tickets and all that good stuff. Hi guys, this is very exciting. Quick shout out to our sponsor, Cushy Dreams. I thank them so much for their loyal sponsoring. I don't know. They are my go-to for high quality CBD. Here we go. Join the men and women who are sick of vapes and gummies and want to smoke their CBD. They specialize in high-quality CBD bud and pre-rolls. I personally really love the pre-rolls. They come in this nifty little 5-pack. Very chic, very portable. Take it anywhere. Take it in your purse or your pocket if you're a man. And it helped me calm down a lot over this last crazy-ass year and a half. Just have a couple of sips. I feel like if I say puffs, I get dinged for drug talk. But this isn't a drug. You can enjoy all the health benefits of CBD without getting high. They do tons of tests to ensure compliance and purity. All of this information can be found on their website, cushydreams.com. That's Cushy with a K, Kushy, dreams.com. Check it out. They've got different indica sativa blends. So if you want to be a little bit more up, a little bit down, they've got a strand for you. A strain, energy, peace, dream, relax, create, hustle. I personally really like the hustle and I like the dream if I'm just like need to calm down before bed. So go to cushydreams.com, use promo code CMP at checkout. You're going to get 20% off every order. Yeah. All right. I'm so excited to have this guy on the podcast today. I think we have a lot of his fans in the chat already. Very excited to see it. He is a pop culture gaming analyst. He's from the UK. He specializes in rants, critique. He's freaking hilarious. So excited to have him here. You may know him as Heel versus Babyface, but I know him as my good friend Az. How corny is that intro?
Then he went into the other window where I've like backed everything up. So I've got my big towel in the way and my man toys and everything.
I like being able to see your man toys.
Not those.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a special place, you know.
In the drawer, in the nightstand. That's where I keep mine.
Yeah, I was listening to that spiel at the beginning and I was like, holy shit, I'm a drug lord. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It was just, I felt like Scarface, but more like bald head.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like CBT, yeah.
I just got my head. I got my hair done. Man, it is expensive to be a fake redhead. It is expensive to live a lie. Like I hadn't been since March, gotten anything like dyed cut. Woohoo!
Do you know how much it takes to maintain this?
How much?
A month. Next to nothing.
How often do you shave your head?
Depends how depressed I am, I suppose. you know, sometimes you're just like, no, I'm gonna like, even though, right, I got like, look, right. Plenty of hair. It's high. Yeah, it goes up to like here. It's nice and thick.
If you wanted, yeah.
And then up here, there's still plenty, but it's like really light on top. And then every I don't know 3 months or so, I get this stupid dream that just I wake up one day and my brain just says, "Hey, why don't you just grow it? Why don't you just grow your hair out?
Why not?"
And then I go, "Yeah. Do you know what? One last time, just for old time's sake, I'm going to do it. And then 6 weeks later, I've got this freaking spike out here, and it's like half of my head grows quicker than the other half for a start. So like this is like there, and the other half's like, we're kind of like a little bit shy. And then this is just like, fuck, pubes just coming through. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, well, why? And I shave it.
Different sections of your head are not all on board.
They're we are not on the same page.
That's frustrating.
And then I think to myself, hey, look, put a few shekels aside, go down to London, go to that street, Harley Street, whatever it's called, and just go into one of those places and go, put hair on my head.
Yeah, they could grow it. I know so many people that have started growing hair on their head from either their body or someone else's body. I don't know the science behind it, but I know it can happen. I
think they can stimulate your own hair.
Ooh.
I don't know what they do. I mean, I don't know if they bribe it or what, but they can stimulate your own follicles to come, or they can like take hair of your own hair and transplant it down. And
yeah, they take a strip off the back of your head and then sew it to the front of your head.
Yeah. You look like a right dickhead, but you would get your hair back eventually. And it pisses me off. Sorry, I'm already on a rant. But it pisses me off, right? Because I see you see people like Wayne Rooney and stuff like that, and they go, "Oh, I'm going to go and have my hair because I'm 26, I'm losing my hair." At least I was like 36 when I lost mine. But they go and they have their hair done, and they spend a freaking fortune having it all done, and then it's like starts coming through, and like, well done, mate. And what do? They go get a buzz cut. They just go get a buzz cut, and you're just like, why? You might as well just not have any hair and just do this whoosh.
You mean this Wayne Rooney? Is he someone from your part of the world?
He's an Evertonian. He's from the Merseyside. And his hair is fake. He had it transplanted.
Fake hair. I'm googling.
Fake hair. Yeah, there.
Oh,
here you go.
Boy.
Yeah, wow. Those his early results. So that's how his hair used to be, and then
he had a Prince William going on, and then he I don't know.
The royal. I don't know if the royals are allowed to have a hair transplant. Well, they're just kind of like, we're so rich. Who cares? But it's weird because then they start trimming it down to be neat. And it's just like, William, come on, William, just
what is he doing?
Buzz it off, mate. Grow a beard, buzz it off, look hard.
Yeah.
And then when you go to those events that the royals go to, and then people are curtsying and they're bowing and stuff to you, and it's just like, oh, how's Kate? Is Kate good? And he's just like, I fucking crush her every night.
Do you come from a family like? I don't know.
I do come from a family.
Yes, I'm sure you came from a family. My mom was weirdly, I don't know, it's just this boomer generation that's like obsessed with the royal family, but like always would have the Us Weekly or the Inquirer or like whatever new bullshit was going on, like and we're all the way far away from that. Like, was your like mom or anybody in your family like obsessed with that shit?
My mother wasn't. She was kind of like, didn't give a toss about the royals. My grandma, though, holy shit. I mean, we would go to grandma's at kids. She was, oh God, my grandma, God rest her soul. She was the sweetest woman, loved us pieces. Best rice pudding in the world, homemade.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah. And we would go down there, and she'd just be an absolute sweetheart. She'd go, oh, come here. And he'd be what? And she'd be like, it's a tenner. Don't tell your pet. Don't tell your mum. And I'd be like, oh, Granny, it's too much. Take it. One of those lovely grandmas, just force a tenner on you or a fiver on you or something. You're just like, oh. And she'd have the whole spiel. You go to the cabinet or whatever, the bureau, whatever they want to call it. Welsh dresser. Got him. And it would just have like Diana plates and the 1982 wedding or wherever it was when she got married to Charles, and she'd have plates and mugs and stuff like that.
The whole
just
story.
Like lined up there, the whole, and then you go into the dining room, and again it was like Union Jacks around the place and royal stuff, and little miniature Scotty dogs for some reason as well. Yeah, it's great.
What corner or area of the UK are you from? I really should look at a map.
Yeah. I'm a Yorkshireman through and through. I mean, I'm a scummy immigrant because I wasn't born in the UK.
Ooh.
Because my father was in the armed forces. So I was actually born out of the UK. So I like a little bit of scummy immigrancy about me as well. But I've lived in Yorkshire 98% of my life, 95% of my life. I've only been out of Yorkshire a couple of times, but it's weird because when I do stuff like this, I do have a voice. You know,
like a good radio voice. I think you have.
Yeah, it kind of refines. I have a telephone voice, and I'd like to call this the telephone voice. It's slightly more refined. It's slightly more understandable, and then the podcast and stuff will go off, and then I'll sort of relax a bit more, and then the Yorkshire accent kind of comes through a little bit more because I'm sort of more relaxed.
I love Daddy.
So I have to. It's sort of that's why I kind of project now. Because I'm doing the telephone voice. I remember I lived in a shared house for my sins at some point in my life. Because I was broke. And I lived in a shared house with people that were just horrible. And my phone rang. And we're all in the room together. And because I'm like, speak normally how I normally speak. I picked up and was like, hello? Yeah, hi. Yeah, this is him. Yeah. And they all like.
They're impressed with your voice.
There's hi Critical Drinker.
Oh, answer it. Let's get him on.
Just in a podcast at the moment.
Get him on. Everyone loved his episode too. A lot of people were excited to see because they hadn't seen Critical Drinker's like actual face. It's always just his voice on his videos. So everybody was like, "Oh, Critical Drinker's hot. Critical Drinker's a piece."
Well, Critical Drinker never hid his face though, because like one of his first videos is him like doing a skit almost, and he's in it. He's recording his face, but he just I don't know if he said it was just I couldn't be bothered or whatever, but that's why he just didn't put himself in his videos. I didn't put myself in my videos for the first couple of years.
Yeah, you started out doing World of Warcraft streaming in 2012.
Yeah, you've done your research.
Oh yeah. Almost.
I like the way you look down at your notes.
Yeah, well,
you started doing World of Warcraft videos in 2012.
2012.
You just did that sway.
Well, what's annoying is like, I have my screen and then like everything. I have to get holders for everything because I don't, for exactly that reason, I don't want to be looking down like a moron. So now I've had to buy this, which just holds my phone, which is basically useless. Like now my phone is a foot off the ground, a foot off the desk. Like I don't know why.
It just turns off automatically. Yeah,
I'm just buying holders for all my things, and now they're just a foot higher. Like I have a holder for my laptop, and now I have to get a notebook holder so I don't have to look down. I don't know. This is my life. So yes, 2012. You started streaming World of Warcraft almost exclusively, and then when did you sort of transition to add on to more like commentary on like pop culture, movies, film, TV? Comics?
That's really recent. That's actually really, really recent. My microphone or something is poking my weather button.
I think it might be something else. Hey,
let's just say it's sunshine all day, baby.
Poking your weather button.
Poking my weather button. I mean, it's only very, very recently I did the WoW stuff like 6.5 years. Just talking about this one game, and it was absolutely driving me mad because I hated it for probably about 4 of those years. So it's just like, kind of lumbered in.
Why did you hate it?
Because it was like great. It used to be great, and then it just turned really shit. And so I was literally commenting on the decline of this game when I was hoping that when I started the channel I was going to be able to just like be
what went downtown about? Like what went downtown about it? What like how did it get shitty?
Well, it's Blizzard Entertainment, so if you know anything about Blizzard, they're very lazy. It just got samey. They just never changed anything. So every time a new expansion would come out for the game, it was basically the same, just with a lick of paint. So you just got bored so quickly. So it's just like, come on, I'm so bored. You're just giving us the same stuff over and over again. And they kept like pruning abilities and stuff. So it just got easier and easier as well. So it was like easier and more boring. And I did that for like 6.5 years. And I was just like, guys, I'm out. I'm done with this game. And long story short, they allow me to discuss more generalized video games. So I was talking about different game studios, different games, gaming news. So that got a lot more interesting for me, and my audience seemed to really like it. And then because when I did live streams, I would tell people knew I was a nerd. That, it wasn't just World of Warcraft I liked lots of different pop culture. I love my sci-fi, Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, all the stuff man boys love. And so we would discuss these on stream. And then one day, somebody said, "Hey, Az, could you review Doctor Who? It's coming back in September." And they knew that I'd stopped watching the Whittaker series because I was just like, this is shit. I'm like, oh, could you? Come on, could you please? They're like, the first episode wasn't bad. The new Spyfall, I think it was, for the new series, first episode, wasn't that bad. So I watched it and I reviewed it, and then people liked that, and they said, could you just do the whole series? So I was like, because I did say I'm not going to do any more. I was like, okay. You got to give your fans what they want, you got to. So I was like, okay, they invest their time, do it. So I reviewed the series, and it was garbage. Like, it just fell off a cliff, like the biggest cliff. Like, from the first episode, it just went, hey, like that.
Oh, no.
It was just, it's just complete suicide. And because I was a Doctor Who fan anyway, I was watching channels like Nerdrotic, and I was watching channels like Bow's Track, because I like their Doctor Who takes. Because the show was shit, so it was nice to kind of see someone else, listen to someone who was articulate, that was like, no, this is shit. It's not you. This is real shit stuff. And Bow's Track and I followed each other on Twitter. He followed me on Twitter. I followed him, or I was following, either. And he sent me a message one day, and a private message, just like, hey, dude, I just want to say that I watch your videos and I really like your videos, and your Doctor Who stuff. So I was like, oh, thanks, man. I actually watch your stuff,
Aww,
so I was like, yeah, it's just like, oh, it's just nice when you kind of get that, because it would have been awful. I really like your stuff, and you're like, oh, who are you? Who are you? Yeah, you again. And he said that he does a podcast where he talks about Doctor Who. So I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds like fun. So time went on, and we got to the final episode of the Doctor Who series, and it was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life. Destroyed the whole franchise, pulled down 55 years at the time, I think, of history, absolutely spat on the legacy of the Doctors. Typical BBC intersectional garbage, hypocritical as well, because the stuff that the women were doing were horrific, but they were like heralding them as heroes. This woman's murdering kids over and over again to discover the secret of regeneration, and they're talking about.
What's her name? Hillary?
Yes, Clinton. and they were heralding her as like, oh, she's just amazing scientist. She's just murdering kids. So Bow's Track on Twitter, I saw him just like tweet out saying, going live on podcast to talk about Doctor Who. Now, I thought he meant on his podcast. So I messaged him and I said, dude, put me in the team, coach. I'm ready. Because I was like spitting feathers about this episode. But he was actually going on to Nerdrotic's channel to discuss it.
Wow.
Which I didn't know. And then I think he sent a message back saying, oh, I'm on a different guy's channel. I was like, oh, so I'm like, don't worry about it then. And then a little bit later, I got come and join, dude. So I clicked on and I joined, and there was Gary, for Nerdrotic. There was Bowles Trek. There was a lass called Starry Eyed Girl, who's lovely. And then there was myself. And I was on my bestest behavior because I didn't know these, I didn't know them to talk to them. This is the first time actually talking to them, even though I've watched the videos. And we just discussed the Doctor Who episode, and we all got on, and Gary was just like, hey, do you want to come back on Friday on my channel? I do this podcast called Friday Night Tights. Would you come along as the guest? I was like, yeah, I'll come along as the guest. So I was like, I felt really kind of like excited about that, and I went on to Friday Night Tights. I had a good time. Jeremy was just like, oh, I like this guy. It's the first time I dealt with Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers as well. But I was aware of Geeks and Gamers because I watched Geeks and Gamers stuff. So there was, Odin I didn't know, and Comics Division I didn't know at the time, but obviously got to know them through that. And I think another week went past, and then a week later, Gary got in contact again. It's like, hey, do you want to come back to Friday Night Tights this week again as the guest? And I was like, I'll come back again.
Wow.
And then they just invited me back every week. And then it got to a point where they just said, well, it looks like you kind of like a regular now, doesn't it? Really? Do you want to stay on? I was like, yeah.
Wow.
So from that sort of meeting with Gary and stuff, I sort of kind of entered the pop culture war there in terms of, oh, this is great. These are people who are talking about franchises I love, and they're kind of saying the things, not sound so echo chambery, but they're saying the problems which I think the shows are having. And it's interesting to find these people, because if you go out to the press, oh, it's wonderful. This is the greatest show it's ever been.
Yes.
Finally, Doctor Who has got 6 labias, and all that sort of stuff. And so I was, hearing from other people, you kind of on the same page as myself. So I started, then people just say, hey, can you do Batwoman as? And that sort of picked up, and yeah.
People love you. Oh. This is probably the most amount of people I've had watching live is for you. There's like 1,300 people. That's a lot for me.
I got a beautiful audience. I mean, they if I say I'm going on a podcast or a stream, and I like to plug, I want people to turn up. I want people to see the podcast that's going. But boy, do they turn up in numbers, and I'm just like, I love them.
Great. It's good. Like, it's good to know in case you need to like hide a body or something.
Oh, there's just one there. There's one under here.
They're all behind you. That's why you do a tight shot. So your first appearance on Friday Night Tights, was that around 2018?
No, that was 2020. That was March of 2020. Yeah. I think, I'd done Batwoman the summer before, and then they asked me to do Doctor Who after the Batwoman started. So it was March of last year. It's crazy how kind of quick it's gone, and I've only known Gary for a year and a half. Feels like I've known him all my life.
I'm amazed that it's only since 2020. Like it feels like you guys have all been there for years. Do you remember who was on that first episode? You said it was Gary, Jeremy, Comics Division. Was Ryan there too? Or was
no, Ryan wasn't there. It was me and Critical Drinker. Critical Drinker is the British invasion show. So we had the Critical Drinker, who
You're British too.
Oh, I know. I'm a New Zealander, apparently.
Oh, whoops.
I'm wherever you want me to be to some people, I'm a British American. I'm a New Zealander. Were
you born in New Zealand?
No.
Where were you born? Was that a mystery?
Yeah.
Ooh, hey now. Okay, I like it. I want to get to some of these super chats where they fly by me. Fragga Boom, keep it all natty as.
Hey, Fragga Boom. Dan Frager, great guy. Brilliant artist.
Oh, nice. I have to check out his art. All right, let's see. Finite super sticker. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. Raj, thank you for the super sticker. Mr. Buttcrack Media, thank you for the super sticker. Wow, thanks, guys. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Do you know that the number one search for your name, as the top search when I
Mm.
Googled you, was as heel versus babyface yelling?
One thing I don't do, I never Google myself.
That's probably good practice.
I don't have an ego to that, you know, to that. So I've got an ego as much as I want to do well in my stuff, but I'm not bothered kind of like what other people say. And to me, it's also a rabbit hole that if you fall down, it just messes with your head, you know? So I just don't think it's not for me. And it's funny because I was Christmas a couple of years back, my sister's partner, he said to me, he said, do you ever Google yourself? And I didn't even answer the question. My sister like answered it for me without even knowing what my answer was. And she was just like, why would you do that? You know, just the neurosis that you could give yourself from Googling yourself. So
I do it all the time.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't.
I get Google alerts and then I have to click on them. And usually it's like most big things that I know, because it's like they're coming down the pike. It's like, oh, I did this person's show or this event happened. And I generally can see the news coming. But yeah, usually it's like some other website in some other country like reposts a podcast, or I like when I turn up an international news. Like that's pretty cool. Like I think because I'm German and my last name is very German, and I like when like the Germans like pick up on it and represent, and I'm like, what's up, guys?
Nine.
I've never been. I'd love to go someday. I can't even pronounce the town my dad is from.
I couldn't do it. No. I don't need to know. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm up to. You know, I don't need if somebody wants to go, oh, you big poopy pants, right? Whatever. Do what you want that, you know.
No, it's smart. You gotta maybe it's a form of self-care to not like indulge too much on the negative stuff you see about yourself. But I've seen so much that I think I'm just used to it at this point. But yeah, you don't, if it's gonna bug you.
I like the yelling though. I'm actually proud of that. Normally, you know, with Gary, I think it's like Nazi or something.
No.
Or white, you know, so still Jeremy white supremacist. So it's nice to have you. I do yell. I mean, I do. I know that I get into shit.
It's good. It's something people love you for, and you're so funny. And you have a good sense of humor, like and not just because you occasionally laugh at things I say, but you're very funny in your videos. Here, and this is a topic I was going to bring up, but since Yellow Flash sent a super chat about it, now that Robin Tim Drake is into guys, do you feel like picking up Batman comics? LGBT characters equal top comic sales, according to Twitter.
Yeah, I'm buying. I bought all the comics today. Just all the comics. I was so delighted that after 32 years, a guy who'd been dating a girl for 20 years decided he wanted to suck some cock. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Holy coming out, Batman. Let me go to this thing.
Robin's not bisexual. Robin is a mantle. Tim Drake is bisexual. So you got your heading wrong, but okay.
What? Hold on. Coming out, Batman. Robin is bisexual. New comic confirmed. So the post is wrong on this.
Technically, because there's been multiple different Robins, and there's actually there's kind of multiple Robins right now. So yeah, it's a Robin. They could have said a Robin is bisexual.
Yeah, but then that doesn't have as much clickbait.
I know.
Robin needs to be bisexual. In the latest installment of Batman Urban Legends, the DC comic book character Tim Drake, aka the Cape Crusader sidekick Robin, accepts an invitation to go on a date with a man named Bernard Dowd, thereby confirming Robin's LGBT.
Trust me, they're not men.
TMZ has reported, like literally, like these are celebrities. This is a celebrity sighting. Wow, TMZ must be bored.
Robin's seen in Gotham with Bernard.
Robin's bisexual narrative unfolds in what one fan calls a light bulb moment as he and Bernard. And now when I picture a light bulb moment, I picture, do you remember the guy as, I don't know, like, you know, what corners of the internet you get into like me, but I remember this one guy would like put light bulbs in his butt or like jars in his butt and they'd crack open and then pieces would fall out. That's what I think of when I think of light bulb moment. Oh,
I like think of light bulb moment as this character has never exhibited any of these traits or desires at all throughout their whole history, but now we're gonna do it.
a secret light bulb. Yeah.
Mm.
After the hero ultimately rescues Bernard, Robin later pays him a visit at his apartment as Drake. The character can be seen psyching himself up for greeting Bernard. What is he, shaving his pubes? It's okay, Tim. You got this. What is he, like, doing stretches in his apartment?
Yeah.
Robin is officially queer. He's running into the queer flag. At Bernard's door, Drake stammers, "I'm really glad you got home okay. I was relieved, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about that night, and I don't know what it meant to me. Not yet, but I'd like to figure it out." And here's Neb's good takes. Are you familiar with this Neb person?
No, but it's really interesting if you read that first paragraph that they put. Because if you actually dissect it, it's essentially saying, we've been waiting years for you to change a person's sexuality to suit us.
Yeah.
And that's just like, whoa, that's number one, kind of homophobic anyway in its own right. And number two, isn't sexuality a given? It's not something that you can alter or change. You're born. So to desire somebody to just change their sexuality, it's not giving out a good message anyway, as regards to that as well. Why don't you create a new character and make them bisexual? Because Tim Drake's established, and this is the constant hijacking that we see. Stans, whatever you want to call them, they latch on and they're just like, hey, we want that. Hey, comic shop, we DC, we want that. And because they're all run by woke weirdos, they're like, okay. I mean, it doesn't.
Can't he just run around in his underpants, with his tights? Like, can't he just be that, and it doesn't have to do with his sexuality? Like, I never thought of Batman and Robin as being like particularly sexual at all. Like, I think of the ambiguously gay duo. Like, we had that joke. They would get together on the scooter or the motorcycle and like sort of hump each other. But it's like, we had the ambiguously gay duo. Why do we need to make, I don't know, to change
the image that you're seeing is an image of Robin which hasn't been used since the 80s, since the early 80s.
Here with no tights, just his
Robin got out this costume in about 84 when he became Nightwing, or whenever it was, 86 when he became Nightwing. So this doesn't even come close. If you Google Tim Drake Robin, then you'll see a very distinctly different Robin costume that Tim Drake has been using for the last 32 years, which has undergone a couple of changes, but has remained relatively the same costume. I mean, it's even in the tweet above, actually. If you go to that tweet above, he was in costume with Bernard, although Bernard doesn't know because he's keeping his... there on the left-hand side. I don't know if you can see on the left picture on that tweet. He's probably, if you expand that, can you expand that or not?
Okay,
no.
Yeah, I'm doing it. It.
Hi, we got find it.
Oh God, wait, I'm doing it. Here it comes. Do. Neb's tweets.
Neb's dead.
So you're looking for this.
So so on the top left you can see he's got the Robin red breast. But he's got long pants. He's always had long pants, short sleeve, elbow pads, gloves, utility belt, cloak, black cloak, now with a yellow lining. So that's been typically the Robin costume, not the femi. I don't even know what freaking colors are behind the other one as well. But obviously they're trying to portray the picture that he was always gay. He's been crushing a character called Stephanie Brown for the last 20 plus years in comics, maybe even more.
Ding dong.
And it looked like they were just about to take the couple somewhere as well. And they're just like, nah, let's just have them break up and Tim go, hey, give me some dick.
Wow.
And I don't mean Grayson.
When did you first become aware of the...
We're going to go gay. When did you first become gay?
When did you first become
DC
gay?
changed my sexuality in 2017. Sorry, go on.
DC changed you. When did you first become aware of like the agenda? And I have a feeling it correlates to your yelling days.
I yelled at World of Warcraft. Don't worry, I yelled plenty at World of Warcraft. Because I didn't kind of go down YouTube and stuff before I even was a YouTuber. I just kind of like worked, come home, put TV on, play video game. You know, I didn't use YouTube much at all. A couple of times, a couple of channels that I would watch, but they were normally more gaming orientated. And when I started around about 2017, just the absolute mess that Marvel Comics was in, with these insanely woke characters, just laughable, written by absolute window lickers. Remingtons, just absolute Remingtons, as we would say over here.
What's a Remington?
It's a, Remington buzz, zzz, but you'd be like,
I thought that was a Hitachi. Wait,
Remington, like a Remington fuzz away and stuff.
Oh, like
Remington.
a razor.
Yeah, but you put it on and the razor goes, but you'd be like, it's a Remington because of the noise.
All right,
so that's how. Yeah.
Insults. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they couldn't even put coherent sentences together. Their comics were basically, my character's gay, right? Where's the story? Where's the hook? Where's the interesting character? Oh no, sorry. You appear to think it goes beyond that. Oh, okay. And they were all doing it. All these horrible women just being thrown at us as heroes. These are your new heroes. And they were just like god awful. Just like these, what's happened to? We've had great women in comics and pop culture. Now they're just these horrible, obnoxious cows, which are denigrating men all the time and just full of misandry. And
what were the first female characters that you noticed that were like this?
It was all on Marvel's side. It was like Captain Marvel, Squirrel Girl, Kate Bishop, America Chavez, Riri Williams. All of these characters, they were because before I even knew anything about this, I remember one of the guys saying, "Oh, I think Marvel are going to start bringing Captain Marvel into the Marvel MCU because I like the MCU films." And I was like, "Who's she?" Because I was a DC guy more than a Marvel guy, and he was just like, "Oh, she's like their version of Superman. She's awesome." But he was literally just espousing what the media portrayal of her was.
Oh boy, okay.
So that's what it was born off. And then when you saw her in the comics, she was just awful, and the comic was just constantly getting cancelled. And then I was watching your boy Zach, Diversity in Comics. I was watching his videos, and this guy is just roasting the shit. And I'm because I'm a DC guy, I was laughing along, going, well, at least it hasn't happened over here. No. Well, at least we're safe over on DC. And little did I know that DC were like, "Hey, Marvel, you know how you just destroyed all your industry? Yeah, we're going to do that. Can we copy your homework?
Oof.
Go ahead." And then it started coming into DC big time, and it's fucked. Like, it's so weird that they're just constant. Like, there's not just one; it's just like a ton of characters now have just been changed. Like Wolverine's now bisexual with Cyclops. Why? Because they fancy Jean Grey, so the only way that they can cohabit is in a polyamorous relationship. No, get the bitch to make a decision. Stop being a selfish cow. And then you've got Iceman, who was actually told he was gay by Jean Grey, who's psychic.
She's like, "No,
Bobby, you're gay." And he's like, "Oh, better fucking eat some cock then, really?" And then it was just happening to characters were getting race changed, and suddenly white characters were getting turned black. Alan Scott, Green Lantern, from way back when. Oh no, he's gonna smoke pole now as well. It was just like, this is, guys, this is getting smoke pole.
I'm gonna use some of these.
When I'm not charging my ring, I'm a smock in the pole. Type of business with that. And it just felt so weird. What other industry do you get stuff like this? Do you think Dr. Zeus would just be like, oh, okay, I'm bringing Cat in the Hat back, but now it's going to be it's going to be a transgender neutral, non-binary character?
Do you think it's peer pressure, thinking like, well, if this is the future, then we need to keep up? Or do you think there's something like,
how is it the future?
Larger,
you're born one way or another. You can't determine.
Meaning
that.
like having trans comic book characters, or having like trans characters, or having everybody coming out to be LGBT. Do you think one group, like, was it Marvel who like led the way, and then everyone was like, well, if that's the future, is making these characters LGBT, then we better do it.
Well, I think it's definitely Marvel, certainly more than DC in mainstream. They got a bunch of women who slept with a bunch of men and got their way into the industry, and then Me Too'd them all. It's great. They got on Whisper Network and everything. But it's just like, okay, you want to bring like multiple trans characters in. The true like percentage of trans characters in the world, legitimate trans people in the world, is minuscule. Is minuscule to virtually nothing. There's a ton of fake trans people on Twitter. An absolute ton of
Especially
them.
TikTok.
Oh, screaming all
TikTok
day long.
Is all mentally ill and dancing now.
Oh, so give them 3 years. 3 years, married, 2 kids. No problem, I thought you went by there then. Fuck off. I'm Deirdre. It's just a bunch of, kids like, oh, give me attention. I'm a this is my bracelet. This tells me what I'm sticking my bits in at what time. And it's just weirdos desperate for attention half time. So they like to use it because it's a nice shield to hide behind, and it's a nice way to go after people that legitimately go, you're a fucking nutter. You're an absolute fucking nutter. You're wasting everyone's time. Grow the fuck up. Get a job. Maybe start contributing in the world. No. And it's so fucking bizarre. What would I gain from it if suddenly there was a trans character in Batman? Does that make me more open to trans people? No, it doesn't do anything. It's just fucking dumb. It's not. Comics are there to entertain you, the visual mediums to entertain you, to tell you interesting stories about your favorite heroes. But these people who are now in the comics, they don't like heroes. They don't like heroes. They don't like what they stand for, because half the time they're just a bunch of commie fucking weirdos.
And they've usually been men, and so it's like, if you're taking down the patriarchy, but a lot of it,
who is it? Camilla Zhang, who's doing Eternals, who's directing the Eternals movie. She said, "Oh, in this new movie, we're going to define how to be a different type of hero." I know, was that having an allotment with cabbages in it, and I'm contributing to the world.
Pushing out a baby, like that's her.
Oh no, that's patriarchal. Sorry.
Oh, whoops. Okay. What if the baby? What if it's a girl baby?
Still patriarchal.
Yeah, because you needed a penis to make the baby.
You had to. If you had a trans woman. Trans man having a baby, sorry. So look, a lot of this gobbledygook is just gobbledygook to try and tie normal people up. It's just to confuse and to put them in circles, because it's a changing every day.
For 75 trans people, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Total?
For about 2,000 trans people in the world, that's it's pretty fucking weird. I just want to. When I was reading my comics and stuff, I just want to be entertained. I don't want to know your politics. I don't give a shit. And that goes always. I don't care I don't want to know if you're Republican. I don't know if you're Democrat. I just want to be entertained by a good story. If you want to put a political element in, political intrigue, there's nothing wrong with political intrigue. But you gotta make it interesting. You've got to kind of disguise the story. You've got to not give a definitive one way or another. You've got to allow the audience to think, did he do the right thing? Did he not do the right thing? And stuff like that. But no, we're just getting people. It's like, yeah, but I got on that side. Otherwise, you're cancelled.
Everything's like pre-chewed, pre-digested, right? Like the best movies and shows are when you can kind of, as an audience member, make up your mind about, it's not like handed to you. Your opinions aren't like handed to you.
But that's what Doctor Who used to be like. And Doctor Who, it's so funny because Doctor Who has been, because it's a BBC show, the BBC's always leaned a little bit left, but it's never sort of gone overboard until recent years. Now it's just like, gone. But Doctor Who would always have like a diverse cast, even in the 80s. There always plenty of women, people, black people. I hate saying people of color because it's just fucking such a generic term. If you're not white, you're a person of color.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Yeah, just fucking throw the slop all over me and everyone else. Yeah. So there'd always be different colors. There'd always be men and women, but the stories were always great. The stories are always fun. Yeah, sure, some are products of their time. Guess what? That's what happens in life. We have a linear progression from birth to death. And we go through a passage of time. 100 years ago, we're bombing each other. And we just come out of a world war, and we're going to go into another one in about 15 years' time. 20 years time. So we're not far removed from this mass destruction that we used to do to each other. So when you get these nice little exciting stories, this guy zipping around in the universe, just with a companion, and that companion was our tether to that because they were the human characters. So we obviously know what it's like to be human. We don't know what it's like to be an alien. And so when they go onto all these different planets, we kind of see things through their lens, and then we get the morality, and morality to me is much better than social justice. Social justice is a waste of fucking time because it depends on the person who determines what the social justice is going to be. And because half of them stink of cat piss and are fucking mental, I don't want to know. I don't care. I just want you fucking wash your clothes. That's all I want you to do. It's not a biggie. So you used to get these nice little moral conundrums for you to deal with. And sometimes it was kind of like an easy one, well, they're being rather nasty, those people. So it's a good thing that we're coming in and we're doing this. And other times there would be that, well, some people think it's this way and some people think it's that way, but we're not going to tell you what's the right way. We're going to let you determine. And Star Trek was a great show to do that sort of question, to pose that sort of question, because the different crew members would actually represent different voices. So you would have the more liberal, but then you would have the more conservative, then you would have the more proactive
forehead guy.
Oh, he was he was always just kill him, just kill everyone, kill him, kill them all. It was great. What should we do? Just fucking shoot everything. They're 2 foot by 4 foot ship. But overkill.
Shooting in space. Are you familiar with the O plus men? Mr.
The O plus men. Omega plus?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if that's Omega plus.
Orgasm men.
Or orgasm plus men. I've never had an orgasm.
Never? Vince and Keith.
I fake everyone.
Vince and Keith. I haven't cared about Trek since DS9. Never cared about Doctor Who. Gave up Marvel early, yet I really get a kick out of all the FNT crew and guests. Smart, funny as hell. Chrissie, Yaz, love you both.
Thank you, Vincent.
Bob wants to know, are you for or against EVS? I guess that's Ethan Van Sciver.
I don't know what political campaign is he on.
I think he was fired from DC. He was
I know who EVS is.
Oh, okay.
Ask him about EVS, for or against. What are you, for a person or against a person?
For or against a person. Yep.
Yeah. Switzerland.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds funny to be like, are you for or against a person?
Are you for or against a person? Well, I'd rather a person be there than not there. Deleting them would be a bit harsh.
Against people. Sean says, wow, cool, you got Az. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
He wants me to look up the Omen. A special treat to be able to hear common sense preaching. My brother Az. By brother Az.
Thank you, Westfield.
Mm. Okay, cool. I think it's I'm jumbled up here. All right, I'll look up the Omen. I think the language that we see is like pretty scary. I'm gonna bring back this article just because I'm like, yikes, who feels this way? Fans have long speculated that Robin may be queer. Did you long speculate that Robin may be queer?
No, this is gaslighting.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Though he has dated women in previous iterations.
He's only dated women.
Wow. This is insane. Says one such reader, crazy thing. I saw Tim Drake coming out years ago. Congrats to DC for finally making it a reality.
I saw Tim Drake coming out. That's headcanon.
Comics have been increasingly representative of the LGBTQ community as of late. In March, Marvel unveiled, bullied, cajoled, unveiled their first gay Captain America character.
He was not Captain America.
No, who was he?
He was somebody who dressed up as Captain America, his version of Captain America, but he's not Captain America. Captain America is Steve Rogers.
A queer youth advocate named Aaron Fisher to be included in the upcoming United States of Captain America comic book miniseries. Wow, so this is all spin and really, like you said, gaslighting. Aaron is inspired by heroes of the queer community, activist leaders, and everyday folks pushing for a better life. Really, if you were for everyday folks, you wouldn't be forcing everybody to be LGBTQ, I assume.
But they are, so you know, you got to take it. You got to take this.
He stands for the oppressed and the forgotten.
They believe in taking away the sexuality of one character to give it another sexuality because that isn't at all bigoted.
Yeah, I hope his debut story resonates with readers and helps inspire the next generation of heroes.
No.
Quote, inspire. More gaslighting.
Mental.
Yikes. It is. It does sound like if you're like, I hope they inspire the next generation. You know what I mean? While they have like a gun to somebody's head. Like, yeah, I hope you're inspired to have more LGBT characters.
From Tim Drake, I remember, I think it was 95. I think it was 94, 95. They gave Tim Drake his first Robin solo series, which ran, I think, for 187 issues, where he met his first girlfriend, who was called Ariana, who was a very nice girl, and he's a nice guy. But then he met Stephanie Brown, who was a superhero. Well, she was a vigilante, not a superhero. She was a vigilante called the Spoiler, who was really just trying to get back at her father, who was a villain. And she was dangerous, and she was naughty, and she was, I think, a year older than Tim, and she was very much more experienced than Tim, and she liked herself some Tim, and she wanted some Tim. And that's 94, I think, that they got together, and they've essentially going on, being on and off. Their relationship has been on and off since 94. So that's 25 years, 26 years. In between, he's had other girlfriends. I think he slept with another girl as well. He's definitely slept with Stephanie.
Sounds pretty straight.
He's very straight. He recently was killed in the comics, but he was actually zapped to another place where he was going around with, I think it was Jor-El, Superman's dad. And then when he was returned, the first thing he did, well, after being, seeing Bruce and stuff, was go to Stephanie's. And you get this amazing bit in the comics where Stephanie's there. She's sad because she's still mourning the loss of her boyfriend. And there's a knock at the door. She opens the door, and it looks from her perspective. So you just see her, and then she opens the door, and then you just see like in her face, and then the next thing is just her grabbing Tim.
Ooh.
And then I think they fuck. And then they talk about, let's go away to college together. Let's just go away to college together. Let's leave this Gotham behind, go away. And then they go off together. Next thing is just like, back in town. Steph's gone, looking for dick. Anyone got a dick?
Robin just can't have a couple. He can't have a couple drinks at a college party and try it out for once. He's got to be.
It was a kiss. Teams. That was all. I just wanted to see what it's like. It's stubbly. I didn't like it.
It's like I said a while ago. It's like I came out as a bisexual the old-fashioned way by having 5 drinks at a party. You know, it wasn't always an announcement.
Somebody said you're boring her as in the chat.
No,
I don't know which
never.
woman he's talking about. That could be multiple. You're gonna have to clarify which her you're referring to. Come on.
Oh yeah,
Let's get specific.
Make sure I missed somebody's chat. John Paul McAllister. I love seeing separate peeps. I like doing shows together. You both rock.
Thank you.
A fan wanted me to ask you, what is the 000 controversy or the ooh controversy?
The ooh controversy?
They just sent me like 000, or maybe they were O's, 3 O's. Is that a thing?
No idea.
The ooh. Wow.
Ooh.
Right.
No idea what they're on. Literally none.
Okay. He's making it up.
If you can be more specific, I'll try and answer for you. But
okay, Ian So Forth for 50 United Kingdom dollars, pounds,
British pounds sterling.
Pounds. Great crossover. The shouty common sense of Az and the wonderfully deadpan elegance of Chrissie versus the window lickers of pop culture. Wow, that's great. You know what I imagine when I hear window licker? I think of that little gif of like the little pug like licking the window.
Well, in the Suicide Squad, it was funny because they actually have a character called the Weasel, which looks like a weasel, just a human weasel.
I saw Suicide Squad
and they're just
on
licking
Saturday.
the window at the start. It's like, oh, awesome! They're a window licker.
I kind of liked it. I was definitely entertained by the Suicide Squad.
I
don't know why they. I don't know. The title was too similar to the 2016 one, but
what you mean, Suicide Squad?
Too similar, almost exactly the same.
We can't call it Suicide Squad. What should we call it? I got it. What should we call it? The Suicide Squad.
It sounds like Suicide Squad got their Twitter deleted, and then their next Twitter is the Suicide Squad because they just
got banned.
Yeah, they got banned, so they're coming back, or like real Suicide Squad.
I said trans women aren't women, and I got banned by Twitter.
Russell clarifying the OOO controversy is probably the EVS comment. Oh, I don't know what that means. All right. With something I can't pronounce is Wikizone. God damn it. What are you, Romanian? That's a right.
Polish, maybe?
Are these
PLN?
PLN dollars? I'm plain dollars. Thank you.
Plain lubricated nipples.
It's just the way God intended. There's upside to all this soy shit all over the media. I love Az getting those justified outbursts and scaring his neighbor.
I've got a new neighbor. You
do? Do you know them? Have you gone over with a pie yet?
That was my line to them. I met him today for the first time, and he was just, I got some mail. I got a couple of parcels have been delivered to me. For you, and I was like,
parcels. That's so
I was like,
cute.
I was like, thank you. And then he came out, and I said, do you live here now? Because it's not the guy who used to live there. He was a miserable twat. And he was like, yeah, I've been here since March. I was like, what? I said, I've never seen you until today. Which is really weird. But it's nice that the other guy's gone, because the other guy was an absolute bell end.
Wow. Who would play your new neighbor in a movie?
Ooh, give me something. I mean, in much as what's the neighbor going to be? How they going to be? Antagonistic, loving.
Yeah, like a hero, like a secret hero.
Oh my god! Okay, so
hero.
Okay. America Chavez. No joking. I would have. I don't think Batman would like a terrorist. A Yorkshire terraced house near to Mill. So I'm gonna say like an under. I don't know. Dick Grayson, a Nightwing.
Dick Grayson. Ooh.
Yeah, because he'd be like cool neighbor to have. He'll be out at night, so I can do Friday night tights and be ranty, and he'll bring some fucking top quality puss around to his house.
Ooh, that's what you need. I feel like you need a good neighbor who's gonna have bring girls over.
Yeah, and they'd be like, "Hey, man, just come around for a few drinks. Got barbecue in here."
This is your neighbor?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dick Grayson. Yeah.
See how I didn't ask if he was hot. I said who would play him. Hello,
Oh,
neighbor.
yeah.
All right. Very straight. I'm feeling it. Okay, hold on.
Dick likes Babs. Babs. Barbara Gordon.
Oh,
Babs.
okay. Okay. Butter Biscuit, Chrissie, you need a British person with a British voice on your show. Gary needs to on FNT as well. Lol. Yeah.
I can't fucking believe that from you.
I could use.
That was so ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't know what. I'm sorry. You're very British.
Just like the 4th time I've been on the stream with you. Just because the quartering called me a New Zealander.
I think
he was drunk. He was pissing in his sink in his downstairs basement or wherever it was. Drain.
Really? When I was a freshman in college, we stayed in these dorms that used to be like where the nuns would stay, and they were single dorms. Like it was the Dolan
I don't think the nuns needed a double bed.
Here's the thing: like nobody wanted to go stay in Dolan, but you get like randomly assigned a dorm, and so like our rooms had, because they were former like nun shacks or something, like nun dorms, and each room had a sink in it. Nun shacks. Every room had a sink in it, and I used that sink primarily for peeing in when I was drunk.
Wow, I mean, sinks in normally a position where that is an uncomfortable.
Mine had
did you go like did you go do the sort of side leg up?
I would just jump on it. I would sit on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would just pull my pants down and go jump on the sink. Yeah, that's probably not ladylike.
No, I used to. This is great. Stories of piss. I used to, when I was at uni, I had a sink in my room. And so after I'd bang my girlfriend, I'd just go to the sink and piss in the sink.
I wasn't banging anybody in freshman year.
Oh.
I got no D's. From Jens Anderson, hail Chrissie and Az. Thanks for the Sunday streams. Just what I need when feeling a little down and building my house, and the BBC was on fire. But it's Tuesday.
We just had I've just literally gone from the real BBC stream to this stream.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on.
It was on Gary's channel this week. Next week, of course, back on mine.
Ooh, okay. From my sketchbook, a new show on YouTube Red and the Fat Man or Cue Ball and Firecrotch, a buddy cops action show starring Az and Chrissie Mayr. Would I be playing Firecrotch?
You're gonna have to be like the cop that does the legwork.
Wow.
I'm going to be the cop that sits in the car and eats the donuts and drinks the coffee.
I would be a lady cop. I want to be like starring lady cops, where I just barely do anything. Like I do lady crimes.
No, I was like brought up on Cagney and Lacey. I was.
Somebody stole the tampons out of the machine. Lady cops. I would.
No, you could be. I could be there like drinking a coffee and a donut. You could be like, "Fuck, I'm on my period."
Yeah.
And I'm just going, "Oh, here we go again." That'd be great. Yeah.
Or be like, there's a dog, there's puppies broke loose out of the dog place. Lady cops. Like I could handle those sort of emergencies.
He yaps at you and like, oh.
Did you see this? Like it was an article that just came out. It was like UK people versus US people, like which animals everybody thought they could fight. Like all the way from rat to lion. And Americans,
I bet they're going yes with the lion.
Americans believe that more of them believe they can fight off these animals than people from the UK.
That does not surprise me at all. We know our limitations.
Yeah, I could fight.
We don't have to, we don't need to have bravado. We ruled the world at once in our lives. You never did, so we don't have to worry about it.
Wow.
We got nothing to prove. We've done it.
Wow. Okay.
Britain, been there, done that.
Well, the U.S., we had a pretty good run, too. I don't know. we
had a pretty good run. Wiped out a couple of indigenous, species. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, that's life. That's just how shit happens,
Everyone gets a turn. Frag-a-boom. Can you two make this a regular thing? You have great chemistry. Drawing and listening. Fully entertained. Ooh, Frag-a-boom thinks we should bang.
We should vibe. We got to what should we call it, though? We'd have to call it something like, I don't know.
Kraz? Maybe we'll call it Kraz.
Dick and Vag.
Dick and Vag. David Carpenter. Ooh, I would love to have you on the Wet Spot. That's my other show on Compound Media where we talk about sex and dating and relationship, and sometimes there's porn stars on there.
Man.
Who's your favorite porn star, Az?
Carmela Bing.
Wait, let me look her up. Carmela LeBing?
Carmela Bing.
Whoops, that's the other guy. Is she UK?
I think she's American.
Oh my, okay, I can't show that.
Carmela Bing, yeah.
Ooh, okay, I definitely can't put that up. I haven't even.
Oh no, it's not. It's fuck. Oh God, I'm really bad with porn star names. I've already come and turned it off.
I've even Googled I DuckDuckGo'd Carmela Bing clothed. Literally not one photo was clothed.
Really?
Like I can't even find a clothed photo of this woman.
Oh
well. I've just seen too much.
This is I mean, like younger. I'm not trying to be cruel, but sort of like peak Carmela. Not she's like, no, there's a God damn it. I need to. Is
she still alive? Is she someone I could get?
Yeah, she had a baby, and I think she had a baby, and she really heffed up. Which kind of killed it.
Okay.
Because she was like, hey, I mean, oh God. Can we go to that? Oh yeah, that's on IMDb. Okay, good. Okay, can we? Yeah, okay. I got a picture I can share, which is acceptable.
Okay, can you put it in the thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in the thing. This is from IMDb. I'm pretty. Yeah.
Please don't. All right.
No, I'm not.
Be naked.
I'm not.
I already have enough strength. Oh, hello.
So that was peak.
Mommy.
That was peak Kamala Bing.
Okay, so you like a brunette. You like a feisty, fiery brunette. I feel like she's a little bit dominant just by looking at her. I feel like she'd hold you down. Is that your kind of a chick, Az?
I've got a cat, and I saw your tweet.
Was I right?
And I do have a cat. I am a sucker for a pair of dark eyes. I mean, like brown eyes, brown hair.
So I'm out then.
Yeah, you can get in the sea. Too similar. We're too similar. We've got this, you know.
We have too many recessive genes between us.
Yeah.
Where our baby would come out clear, but not with this chick.
Yeah, it come out clear. Definitely bald.
And bald, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute. She definitely would be like, clean up your room.
Oh, yeah. She'd be like, clean your room. Otherwise, you won't get your cock sucked or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a porno. There's got to be a progression to get to the.
True, unless it's Gonzo, then it would go straight to the action. Rhymes with
orange. If it's Gonzo, they'd come out as gender fucking neutral, whatever, gender fluid. Oh, fuck off, Muppets.
Oh right. Oh God, about the little baby Gonzo like wearing a dress to the thing.
Yeah,
that was sad.
That's called propaganda, and I would pull my kids from the TV.
Yeah. Parents, watch what your kids are watching. Rhymes with Orange says, I super chatted earlier, but it rolled off. Out of curiosity, can you speak Yorkshire dialect? Yorkshire? What?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like a lost thing, really now.
Ooh, after a couple of drinks, maybe you like slip into it.
Well, no, it's like if you watch, I don't know. What show can I use which people will just never know what I'm talking about? All Creatures Great and Small, James Herriot. You know, the go to farmers and they were like, "I couldn't crack it, yeah, know what I'm saying?" And he'd be like, "What? Yeah, what'd you say? Whoa!"
So like farmers.
No, I'm just like, Kev Pie Carling, please.
I think I don't understand 20% of what you say.
Really?
Yeah.
There's just, I mean, you hear words, but you can't comprehend like what they're actually meant to be.
You have a lot of different phrases. Like you have a lot of different like
Britishisms.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna need a little handbook. Freddie Joker is for 20 Nokia dollars. My favorite old cell phone. Muslim.
Oh yeah.
Muslim prawn movie idea. Osama bin Laden. Oh,
hey.
Very clever. Very clever.
I'm gonna take. It's a woman. She's like lying there like that. It's like two dudes come in and they're like whip the
And her
dicks
boobs
out.
are the towers, and then
Well, no, I was going to say she's going to like, I'd take care of your twin towers. Down, and she's like, you know,
sucks the tower.
Oh, it looks like they're going to explode.
Oh, this dress, I have to like, there's stains on it. So I have to, like, this is a stain, and I had to put a microphone in front of it. But now I have a stain from my iced coffee.
Okay.
I don't know.
Really weird when it looked like you were just going to take your dress off under my eyes. Like, what is she doing?
I'll just take it off.
She's telling me to put up a reasonable picture. She's just about to take her top off. My stream, do what I want.
I wanted to get my own strikes on my own.
Well, I didn't know if the plot of that movie was just too much for you.
Speaking of strikes, your Twitter was deleted.
Yeah.
Pretty recently. What, last month? A couple weeks ago?
Yeah, last month, about 5-6 weeks ago. Over
the most inane tweet that all men must die, which is very famous quote from what, Game of Thrones or something else. Okay. And you also believe that you may have had a little bit of a inside job there, that it wasn't just Twitter coming down at you, that you think you have haters within the sort of community. I hate calling it a community because it's not. Just like there's no
fellowship.
The fellowship, right. You have haters from within the fellowship purposely were trying to take you down, and maybe certain folks. somebody texts me a screenshot of somebody's Twitter account saying I'm not saying that I got him deleted or whatever, but I've been reporting his account. I've been reporting his Twitter for ages. How did that make you feel when you saw that? Were you shocked?
I laughed. I mean, Twitter's a cesspit anyway. But I thought to myself, because I talk to Gary like on a very regular basis, like pretty much every day. You know, probably 5 days a week. Let's say 5 days of a week. And one thing we normally do when we're sort of like signing off is we just kind of like affirm with each other, just like keep working hard, keep your head down. You know, keep grounded. You know, our audience is what matters. Put out content that they're going to enjoy. Let's keep doing this. Come on, you know, we sort of just do that. We just give each other a little
up, a
little bit of a pump up and whatnot. And you know, this is where our energy's got to go. This is where it's good to channel your energy. So anyone that's just like, if you're on Twitter and you're actually admitting that you're spending time, that every time I say see you next Tuesday or something like that, that you're reporting my Twitter, I'm just like, you must have a good life.
That's a sad person there.
Yeah, your life must be so great if this is what you're. But you're not. You're too busy crying about your channel being shit and no one watching your shit.
They're jealous, like, because you guys put out a really quality product. You're funny. It's like, and I find this with the people that I trigger. I trigger the people who like, I have everything that they don't have, and in their mind, it's this competition. When really, like, you're just heads and tails above them, and there's really no. I mean, ultimately, there's no competition because there's no there's no finite amount of opportunities. There's no finite amount of fans, followers. But the people who operate from that like lack mentality, they see somebody that, oh, I'm in competition with this person, I have to take them down. Even if they were to take you down, it's not like they then collect all your coins. You know what I was It's not like you die and they get all your coins or all your fans and followers.
Or your Sonic rings.
You're not even, I was really into Sonic. It's,
hey, Idris Elba's playing Knuckles in the sequel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's what that tweet meant. Okay,
yeah, it's a weird situation. This is why, you know, Gary and I have a little, you know, pump up sessions, because it's about where to channel your energy. I am just a fucking guy in my office. You know, I have no production value. I have no airs and graces. I am of moderate intelligence according to the British Education Board and my GCSE and A-level results and all of that sort of stuff. I have a gob. That's the only thing I've got is a gob.
You got some nice headphones.
I do. Oh, actually, yeah, they're pretty tasty, these AKG. Yeah. But it's just like, that's it. And if I can do it, anyone can fucking do it. You know, and if Gary can do it, and comics can do it, and Odin can do it, and Ryan and Jeremy, If we can all, and Quarter Black and stuff, if we can all do it, you can do it. So I do. Why think of people as rivals or targets or stuff like Critical Drinkers? Like he's got what 800,000 subscribers now, and I'm just thinking, go. You go, you fucking go, dude.
Yeah.
Your stuff is fantastic. You're so articulate. You know your points of view. You have a great comedy spin on it as well with the drunk, the actual drunk himself. But you nail it. You absolutely nail the message or whatever that you're trying to convey in your videos. So it's just like, why be jealous?
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
And if you're trying to have what you guys have on Friday Night Tights or whatever, like the way to get that is not by shitting and canceling people. It's like try to maybe make some friends, like try to be nice, try to find people that you get along with, and then maybe you can start a similar show or whatever your version of that would be. That's in no way the path is to shit on and cancel people, because maybe you could have referred her to, who knows, people, friends.
Yeah, I've not been to any. Oh, well, it's not fair because Az went to the school of speaking fucking loud and ranting, and I fucking didn't. Oh, he's so privileged. No, we just got opinions. We're just people with opinions, and that's all you need. If you've got an opinion, if you've got a voice, if you think you've got plenty to talk about, do it. And actually, we actively encourage people to do it. We actively encourage people to join in if you're not happy with what you've been seeing, if you're not happy with what you've been reading and stuff, and you think you got something to say, do it. I mean, don't fuck up your own job in the process, but just start by making a couple of videos. If you think you got a spin that you can put on it, you think you got an angle that you can take, hey, even better, go with it, see what happens. So yeah, we're always kind of like encouraging it, and I just find it absolutely unbelievable. Like when I started doing Friday Night Tights, we were getting 3,000 people watching as a show.
Now it's like 8, right?
And now we're getting like 8,000 people watching a show, and that's the audience. We're just fucking retards with an opinion. We're just giving it out there, and so to have the show grow the way it has, and we got great guests on. You've been a fucking great guest on. We've had there's just wonderful people that we rotate in and out, and then other times we're just lucky to grab people on a one-off, and we're trying to talk to some other people. But at the end of the day, the whole point of Friday Night Tights, or the whole thing, is we're regular people discussing what all of us, and in the chat and etc., that we like and love, and what's happening with it, and I think that's why it's relatable to people. We're not owners of companies, we're not stalwarts in an industry. No, we're just regular people talking about regular stuff.
Yeah. And it's like it's what you said before. It's like you're there to make yourselves and the people watching at home feel less alone, and to know, hey, you're not crazy, you're not like seeing this a way you're not supposed to, you're not reading into it, and like things are really changing for the worse.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about the group of lads is we can all rib each other as well, and ribbing somebody gives somebody in the audience a laugh, and you'd be amazed at sort of the emails we get where people say, look, I just wanted to say that I've been down. I've been really down. I've been, and I'm so happy that I found Friday Night Tights and you guys, and you always put a smile on her face on a Friday. And to me, it's just like, it
means a lot. Like, it feels like you're hanging with friends. Like the times where I've not been on it and I'm watching it, I'm like, yeah, it feels like, especially in these weirdy quarantine lockdown times, like,
no one's trying to fuck each other over, no one's trying to fuck each other over for a dime. There's a commonality with Friday Night Tights. There's a common goal, and that's to entertain. And if we can get some laughs, we have sometimes it gets a little serious, sometimes it gets stupid, but as long as the audience leaves thinking, I had a good time, then we are more than happy that we are so happy with that. And the sort of response from the audience when it's the memes that come through and the
fan art, the gifs, the intros.
So good. I mean, Perry Chan's amazing. He I mean, and he's just got license to absolutely tear us all apart. And boy, does he take advantage of that. And every time it's an absolute humdinger. But the chat sending through memes and stuff like that. God, their game is getting good.
They make them so quick.
I know.
And they're already in Twitter. Oh God.
You just have to say one word and out of place or slip up once, and it's just like and the memes are here.
They're out in Vegas right now doing I guess like their first little Friday Night Tights meetup.
I know.
I'm sure could you not go, or did you have a conflict, or
well, we can't travel there anyway at the moment. It's still a travel ban. Not that I couldn't have made this one anyway, but there's a travel ban on anyway. So I don't think you could even travel there till like mid-September or something anyway. So I'll be there. I will be there in spirit. There should be something for people that go there that's classically chained is going around in the audience. I was speaking about a black actor, and instead of saying classically trained, I said classically chained. And the audience never has let me live that one down.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny.
I think it was the guy that played Wesker in who's going to play Wesker in the upcoming, already soon to be cancelled live action feminist Resident Evil series. And I said, hey, that guy, Lance, whatever he's called, he's classically trained.
Oh my God. That's pretty great. Yeah. Do you think maybe they'll have a hologram of you something there?
Well, there might be a laminated as for you to have on a pole for you to have a photo with. Nice. And I think at one point I might be on Gary's neck on an iPad.
On his neck? Like,
he's going to have an iPad around his neck, and I'm going to be on the iPad.
Or you could be like the brain from
Twinkie
Ninja Turtles. What?
I thought you were talking about Dr. Zopalopoulos.
The brain that lives in the stomach of the
Krang.
You could be the Krang brain.
I was never a huge Teenage Mutant Hero. Ninja Turtles. Wow, all this classically trained stuff is getting to me.
Lucas Pina is wondering, did you cry the first time you saw Optimus Prime and Megatron beat each other to death? Chrissie, if you're on a British guy kick, please ask Carl Benjamin on. Ooh, I think I am on a kick.
Yes, I cried when Optimus Prime died.
Aww.
As a kid, and I loved Optimus Prime, and I cried.
Oh.
I watched Transformers the movie last week.
What'd you think?
I thought, holy shit, they killed a lot of fucking Autobots. They say shit in it as well.
Ooh, that's kind of scandalous.
I know. It's like, what?
As Bob is wondering, also please talk about how big Game of Thrones was.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I'm missing something here. Game of Thrones was big, and then it wasn't big.
Everybody knows that. Oh boy.
How big Game of Thrones was massive.
It wasn't. Corvus 6 says, in my artwork for you, classically unchained will always exist. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I got fan art for classically chained.
Wow. When was that?
Oh, that was about, I don't know, 2 months ago, maybe.
Okay.
6 weeks ago.
Still fresh.
Relatively flesh. Relatively flesh. Flesh and often.
That sounds like, like the name of a porn channel, Relatively Flesh. Okay. So lots of things piss you off and lots of things make you yell. Is there any corner of the internet or any corner of the fandom world that has not been taken over by the message or the agenda? Is there anything that you're still like, that you love that is kind of not ruined yet?
God, this feels like I'm revealing all my deepest, darkest secrets. I've fallen into a rabbit hole on YouTube recently.
Okay.
I'm kind of into watching dog grooming.
Oh, I love watching dog grooming.
There's a channel, I think it's called A Girl and a Dog, and she does these like 3-minute videos where she owns a grooming company, and she'll be grooming whatever she's grooming that day, cat, dog, whatever breed it is. She's like quite witty about it, like because huskies always sing. They're always like,
they're like, oh,
when they're being, and she's just like, and she's got quite like a deadpan voice. It's just like, and Deirdre is singing me the song of her people.
Oh, that's great.
And it's just like I just like piss myself laughing. And it's just like, like you should be doing a cat. It's like, and Derek is staring at me like he wants to rip my face off. Just done in this like deadpan way.
Oh,
but it's like a really cool. It's just like cool to see the grooming process, and then at the end she puts a cologne on the animal,
cologne?
And you just
like,
it's just dog cologne. Obviously, it's not fucking Hugo Boss.
Hey, go up there, Rufus. Get some pussy. Yeah.
and then you kind of like gets in like, ooh, what cologne? What flavor cologne is she gonna put on the dog? And then you kind of guess what flavor she's gonna put on this. It's normally the blueberry, but sometimes like the champagne cologne goes on.
I love dogs so much.
Yeah, I got a doggy incoming.
What kind?
It's not mine. It's my mate's. He's getting a dog, but when he's at work, I'm going to look after Doggo.
Oh, do you know?
So it's a little beagle. If I bring up my Insta, I can show you a picky. Oh God, actually, I better show you it from my profile, because if I showed you it from
Ashray is also obsessed with dog grooming videos. Glad I'm not the only obsessed.
Oh, I thought I was like, I don't know if this is a kink. I haven't masturbated to watching one.
But I'm all just like, it's cute.
Yeah, look at there's the doggo. There's the doggo. Yeah,
so cute.
Just kind of feels wholesome, and I need something wholesome.
You do need wholesome.
And yeah, this is the actual doggo that's going to be incoming.
So cute.
Yeah, I mean, that face is just like, eat my slippers.
Eat whatever you want. You're so cute. Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
No, I know. But he's just, whoa. No, he's just look at him. He's an absolute superstar. Absolute superstar. So I think he's getting picked up on I nearly pressed leave studio. That would have been pretty shit. I think he's getting picked up on Soonday, yeah. And then if my mate's at work on Monday, he'll probably be dropping it off with some food and a blankie.
Matthew Hammond is wondering, the British are a funny people. Why do they put up with police enforcing speech codes? Is that true?
I don't know. We kind of tolerate things we're sort of like quite placid in this country, like, sort of like laissez-faire. But when things get too far, we do what we've been doing. There's been a lot of marches in the UK recently.
Out in the streets, yeah.
So we get pushed too far, and then we're just like, right, it's riot time. It's riot season. And so we're not too far away from riot season right now, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I was just at one in New York City on Monday against the vax mandates, and there was more people than I thought came out. But I think they need to do it on a weekend because, people with jobs can't always come out on a Monday. Le Chevalier du Lys. Hello,
Le Chevalier de Lys.
Oh, okay. Whoops. I don't speak French. Hello, both of you. Have to ask, dog or cat person? Obviously, dog person. I will tolerate a cat, but I don't prefer them.
I do have a cat. Obviously, I love my cat. I love cats. Maybe because Belle's just been really distant with me recently, and it's kind of upsetting me a bit. She just comes down, she'll just eat, look at me, and I go, hi. And then maybe she'll go, meow. Which I kind of take as a hello. The British are notoriously gay.
Long Rippa, I wish you two were going to Vegas.
Long
so I
Ripper
could say
69. That's an
Ripper.
FNT meme. That's an FNT meme right there.
Long Rippa.
Long Ripper 69. Yeah, he's appeared in the opening of a video or two.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'll be in Vegas September 10th and 11th with Comedians of the Compound, and I was in Vegas in June. My sister lives out there too. I guess I'll.
Okay, have you come back? Have you just come back from New York?
Yeah. Well, I live in New York.
Okay, because you're doing something good there. You're doing the fuck you for putting vax mandates. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good on you.
That. Great having asked.
Because France are going around going papers, please, right now.
I saw that. They were outdoor, like at an outdoor cafe.
I would have gone. I was just going to go.
Papers. I'd be like, oh, there's my paper.
There's my papers.
And or I would like, here's my papers, and it's a picture of like someone's dick.
Yeah, dick.
That
Maradona dick pic. But it's just bush, and then this fucking chode.
Ew, yeah, that's gonna be my papers.
Yeah.
Kate
Here's
says,
my papers.
Having as on, great call. You even say I am chuffed.
Chuffed, yes. Chuffed, happy.
Chuffed.
I'm pleased. Chuffed,
happy.
Pleased, happy. Yeah, I'm pleased. Chuffed.
I literally just super chatted about how you never read my super chats, and you still didn't read my super chat. Well played. Hey, Spidey. I'm not intentionally missing any of them. I'm like so sorry.
I think. Do you know something? I think I saw it. A super chat. The very first super chat, which was from Mandy Summers, and he never read it.
Oh no, Mandy Summers, right? I'm so sorry, Mandy. Oh gosh, I know her.
I think it's the very first super chat that came in, and then you just went and went on a different one.
Oh no.
And I was just like, oh, powerful, Mandy.
Find grooming vid searching girl and dog. Nope, don't do that.
No. I don't even know how. I honestly couldn't tell you how I found it.
Thanks, Don Paul.
Oh, I know. I think it's because I followed like the dodo and stuff.
Okay, I love the dodo.
And I this is gonna sound either fucked in the head or gay.
Okay.
But I don't win on this one. I needed to feel an emotion. You know, I was feeling pretty fucking
cutting yourself.
Dead.
Yeah.
You know, I was feeling pretty dead inside. And so I went to I like to go to the dodo because the stories are so heartwarming, and fuck humans, animals are so much better than us, for God's sake.
I love watching somebody free a baby deer from a fence. Like that's just my favorite.
Or rescue a dog,
like,
or just
stuff. Yeah.
I think the one that I saw was like a dog followed a family back, like followed a family back home. And then they like left the front door open to see if it wanted to come in, and it was like hesitant at first, and then it came. Tell you, exactly. and then he came in. Yeah, the dog came in, and then it became the house pet. So it's like, oh, and it wasn't chipped, and it had no collar or anything like that, and. Yeah, so I think it was most likely a recommendation because I was watching dodo videos.
Yeah, that's all good. One of the fans, Spiridon, that's actually a fan that came to 2 of my comedy shows and gave me 2 different comic books. Kingdom Come.
I'm gonna say STDs.
Come twice. Yeah, he gave me 2 different STDs, mixing it up. He wanted to know if you and Gary are going to do comic book of the week again. He said he really enjoyed that.
Yeah, Gary, I think Gary and I with the real BBC, we got to nail that down. We got to nail down that the first like half hour of the show we're going to discuss the comic book of the week, and then the rest of the show, you know, we're going to get on with the stories to discuss. So. Yeah, Gary and I will thrash something out. I mean, Mauler's like joined for the last 4 out of 5 weeks or so. He's just like, do you mind if I pop in? I'm just, I'm sort of wanting to take a break for. Well, he doesn't get that enthusiastic. Let's be honest. It's more, just if I want to take a bit of a break from the work that I'm doing. So it's just like, yeah, today, and then we were streaming today, and Papa Gundam, it's a Gundam. He was just like, send me the link. I'm coming in. So he sent Papa Gundam the link. Yeah, I'm going to come. And then Papa Gundam came in, and he was just legendary today. So
wow, awesome. Mano War 665, Neighbor of the Beast. It's okay, Chrissy. It's hard to patrol the top of that paywall solo. Just ask Az. Wow, I feel like that's a little bit of tea.
Hey,
Hi, Chrissy.
For $5 a month membership on my channel, you can reassuringly get that paywall game playthroughs, which is hidden behind.
Hi, Chrissy. Hail Az. Az, in your opinion, which collectible figure and statue company makes the best, highest quality product?
Collectible figure? Okay, I'll go with statue first. I think I've got to go with Prime 1 for statues. Although Queen Studio looks fucking beautiful, I gotta say. So a toss-up between those two. Hot Toys some of them are spectacular. Some of them can be a bit meh. But you got to put them in the mix. But there's Toys Era are starting to do some decent stuff. And Dam's Toys, their Leon Kennedy was great.
You can follow, if you guys are not following Az's Hot Toys on
this
Twitter.
is my manager's account.
Okay. Right, your manager.
Yeah.
Hot Toys, HAWT Toys.
Yeah, that's my manager's account.
Okay.
They kind of have very similar opinions to me and look like me a bit, but it's definitely not me because I'm banned from Twitter.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
Mm.
But your YouTube channel is still kicking out over 100 million views on your YouTube channel.
What is crazy, isn't it?
Crushing it.
That's mad. It's absolutely mad.
Was your YouTube channel under attack, or was that just you being funny?
There's a glitch on YouTube at the moment, and it's deleting all your videos, and then they come back after about half an hour or so. So when it was happening to me, it was happening to me live on the real BBC. So they're like, quick, leave the show. Make a quick video going, my channel's under attack. Just, because we're kind of taking it. We love Jeremy at the quartering, but we're like taking a piss because it was like, my channel's under attack because it has like,
oh, he does
because he has like 2 videos demonetized, and it's just like, YouTube are after me. I've had 2 videos demonetized, or this video didn't get the views that I wanted to get, so my channel's under attack.
All mine are demonetized, and that's how I know I'm doing a good job.
Yeah. So we just thought we'd take the piss out of that, and so I made a quick video and I put it up.
Towel.
Yeah, and as soon as I put the video up, all the other videos came back.
Yes, Barry Morton is glad you got your videos back.
Yes. But I knew that nothing had gone wrong because in the back end, ladies, all my videos were there and I could still access everything and upload. So I'd not been locked out of anything. So I was not banned or anything.
I'm so glad everything is stuck in your back end.
Yes.
Steve Wazik. Az is in pretty high spirits for a man whose channel, quote, under attack. Act quickly.
I was like, part of it, I was like, Gary, make me go for you 2 sugars, please, thanks.
Aw, this was great, Az. You're a delight and a joy and so funny. And I have somebody.
Carry on. I only get this once a year, so come on.
There's someone who's interested in putting me across the pond, having me do some shows in the UK, like a sort of, I guess, publicist type person that I'm sort of feeling out. So yeah, maybe we can like meet one day if I do shows over there. Asterisk scissoring.
And then when you throw yourself upon me, I'll say, Chrissy,
we're just
our
friends.
Genetics are probably too similar.
Right. Think of the clear baby.
Yeah. Think of the translucent baby.
I wanted to ask you.
Its eyes would just be the bluest of blue eyes.
Yeah, so beautiful. Where did the heel versus Babyface nickname come from?
It's wrestling terminology. Heel is a bad guy, and a babyface is a good guy in wrestling terminology. And so, because I kind of dealt with good things and bad things, and because I'm an opinionated twat, then I am divisive. I understand I'm divisive. I like being divisive. It's quite nice. I'm going to be, some people are going to like it, some people are not going to like it. So it sort of had multiple connotations. So I thought, that sounds like a pretty good description to sum up what I'm going to be doing.
That's not at all why I thought it had something to do with like you stepped on a kid's face. Like I thought it was
that one
an accident.
I did on that one, but that was just part of the plan.
Ian, so forth. Yes, Chrissy, UK tour. Yeah, I'm feeling it out. I mean, like it's a big commitment because like the flight alone, it's like you want to at least make as much to cover the flight. Like if you zero out, like okay, cool, but you don't want to be like, you know,
Make some money.
go broke over it. But we'll see. We'll see. I haven't been. I was in London when I was a senior in high school. We went. I was like the like high school drama field trip. Went to London. We saw the Shakespeare's house. We saw that whatever theater that was. I forget the name.
What, you went to Stratford upon Avon?
God,
the Globe.
Remember.
You went to the Globe?
The Globe Theater. Yeah, and I remember there were some guys outside. They're like, "Ooh, you have an American accent," and I thought, and we're like, "Oh my god!" We thought we were like such hot shit.
I know.
We thought we were so special. When we're like, "Oh no, we're the ones with the shitty accent."
When I come to America, I ain't gonna wear bowler hat, suit, umbrella, obviously.
Oh, you're gonna look like what, the Penguin?
And then just gonna go up to the hottest fucking woman there is, who would just look at me like shit normally, but then I'm just gonna go, "Excuse me, I'm just wondering if you could tell me where and she's gonna go.
Yep, squirt emoji. Yes, Matthew, like, I will go to the UK before Nashville. I had a Nashville gig, but the person I was going to tour with bailed on me. So.
Look at that super that's just come in.
What? Oh my god! Wait, I don't see it. Oh, from Gary Bisha Kali. Wow, thanks, Nerdrotic. Damn. Now I can.
If I ever, in the pursuit of freedom and justice, have to go there, I will shout that as my final words.
Yeah.
What were his final? What did he say before he died? I think he said Bisha K. Ali, the comedian. Well, she's not that funny, but I know. No, it's more of a political type of thing. You know, maybe some people. Anyway, that's what he said, I think.
I'm flying to New Orleans on Thursday. I'm going to shout that as soon as we take off. Let's see what happens.
Whoa! That's a one-way ticket to landing the plane and getting the fuck out of there. You know?
No, all right, maybe not.
Dave Angel from. Oh no, I'm not going to go there. I'll get my roast.
Who's Dave Angel?
He was a writer or a producer. He was a producer, I think, on Frasier, and he was on one of the tip plans.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Never forget.
All
right. Well, now we're ending it on we really
never forget
brought the room down.
Tim Drake.
Yeah.
Gay today.
The weaponizing of sexuality. Not everything has to be sexual, and that's coming from a reasonably sexual person. You and I, people. All right.
Peoples.
As we told everybody where they can follow you. Anything else you want to plug?
That's an offer that I haven't had for a while, and I do appreciate it. Countries separate though, kind of difficult. No, I'm gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna be on Robert Meyer Burnett's channel, 8 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Pacific time, for Fully Articulated, our toy show, and I did have Thursday off, but now I'm going to be on Critical Drinker's channel on Thursday, and I'm going to be doing After Hours, whatever it is, with him. And Friday night tights will be regular time, and he just had another delicious super chat come in.
Oh my god! I'm trying to leave. No, I'm not. I love you guys.
Try to leave and people just throw money at you.
Waza, this really never happens. Waza, Palooza, the drunk. Chrissy, you know damn good and well if Az visit the colonies, New York ain't the place. No, it's not. I will meet you in Florida or Texas or something.
Florida, I'd like to. There's people in Florida. I'd like to meet, obviously, Jeremy and
offered you
Jeremy.
a roof over your head, shelter.
I don't know. Do you have in Florida? Can I just sleep outside in the heat?
Probably
the heat, you know?
Yeah, it's hot out. It'd be like a lizard, just sort of like soak up the sun.
I just gotta avoid the gangs.
The Florida gangs? You mean the alligators?
Yeah.
Hayden Tussle as remember the ultimate chat up line of justice. My lady, may I butter thy crumpets?
My lady, may I butter up thy crumpets?
Ooh. We don't really have crumpets here.
Oh, we got crumpets here, and I love a crumpet.
It's better than an English muffin. It's like less wild than an English muffin.
Toast a crumpet, margarine or butter, whichever one takes your fancy. Both are jam.
What kind of jam do you like?
I like strawberry jam, raspberry jam.
Have you heard of rhubarb jam?
Yes. I like a rhubarb and custard boiled sweet.
Duh.
They're awesome. You would love them.
Sweet?
Yeah. It doesn't. A boiled sweet doesn't sound appealing, but it's just. Trust me, it's like candy from heaven. You'd be like, oh my god.
Oh, okay.
They're like, it's like hard suckable sweets.
I like a hard suckable. Yeah. Sean ATHF, do you know Chrissie has a hit song? You have a hit song?
This is true.
Wow.
This is a true story. I hit number 75 in the UK iTunes charts.
For real?
For real. A chap called Problem Being, he took one of my rants and he mixed it into Ocean Man, one of my rants from Batwoman, and he mixed it into the Ocean Man song and created a whole new remix, and it was cool, and we called it Meltdown Ocean Man, and we released it, and I said that all the money that I make from this, I'm just going to give to charity.
Oh.
And so I made $1,000, which I gave to the suicide prevention charity for the wonderful Zack Snyder,
also known as the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, was doing great one there, nice one. Talk about charity and giving money. Let's go. Let's fuck it. Let's go for the Suicide Squad. I know it's fine. It's good. And yeah, but we legit got to 75, number 75 in the UK iTunes charts, 100 and something, I think, in the US charts. Number 2 in the UK electronica charts.
Wow.
For iTunes. So I that is I say 75. I think it was actually 73 or 72 we hit ultimately. But yeah, that was a crazy couple of weeks, I gotta say, because it felt real fucking surreal that people were buying this.
So you're famous.
This tune. No.
You're a recording artist.
I am a recording artist, technically. I guess.
There is a direct flight London to Nashville. Maybe that's what I'll do, Matthew. I will take that flight. Okay, this was great. Thank you for coming on the Chrissie Mayr podcast.
Thank you for having me.
You're a delight. I hope you can travel out of your home soon.
I shall take the home with me.
Yes, and I will. I'll see you.
Fly it across to the States.
Check him out on Friday Night Tights. Check out his YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitter. All that good stuff. Thank you, chat. Thank you, super chats. You guys are the best. Love you guys. Bye.